Hello and welcome. This is Sports Debate, where we give you a platform to place your mouth where your passion is, to show off your sport knowledge, and all arguments are spot on. I am Solomon Ajiziogu. Since the World Football ruling body, FIFA, unveiled its first 11 players, the FIFPRO XI, at its best award, there has been a raging argument about one player on the list, Barcelona captain Andres Iniesta. Some have argued that, like in the award in January for the best players in 2016, Iniesta does not deserve to be in the FIFPRO XI. Instead, they argue N'Golo Kante of Chelsea should be there. After all, he won back-to-back EPL titles with two different clubs. But they do not play the same position. Do you agree that the Barcelona captain shouldn't be part of the FIFPRO XI of the best players on the earth for the period under review? Apart from Iniesta, who else shouldn't be there? That's our topic today, and you can join the debate at Sporting Solo TVC or at TVC News NG, or better still, at TVC Connect, hashtag TVC Sports Debate. Joining me on the debate podium are two gentlemen. One, well, he took a long sabbatical, as they say it. It was first a sabbatical, then it's a very long one. And he's back on the show today, Cyril Aka. But I did not finish the introduction. Yeah. Cyril Aka, a.k.a. Cyril Bariga. I mean,
yeah, Siwa
Elijah Bariga. Okay, welcome to Sports Debate.
Thank you for having me.
And he's up against our man, the football commentator himself, Damilola Onifade.
Solomon, it's nice to be here once again, and it's nice to be treating such an interesting topic. One that I do not think we should even be debating at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, then you shouldn't have been on Sports Debate, is that?
I'm here because I have a responsibility to inform and properly educate. Because just like you said, if Iniesta is not on that list, who else should be there? You mentioned N'Golo Kante, but you also answered it yourself. Is he playing in the same position with N'Golo Kante? Some people have also heard people say Casemiro. The question again is Casemiro and Iniesta in the same team? And I heard somebody also mention the name Isco. Yes, I agree, plays almost the same position with Isco. But in 2017, the season that these guys have been awarded for, will you say Isco did better than Iniesta? Then you must be watching something else, but definitely not football if that is your position.
That is a statement you are directing to see.
I'm actually directing it at him. Yeah,
okay.
See, to me, I believe that we are here, to show our viewer the common sense that FIFA failed to, put into play when they were choosing the FIFPRO XI. Because if you look at the time frame, it actually was within 2016, August to June. At that period, even Mr. Onifade could attest to it. Tell me the role Iniesta plays in Barcelona team. Most times, it's off the pitch. Injury, a player at 33 years, you understand, they are prone to injury, always going off the field. And we compare a player like that with somebody like Casemiro, both Brazilian national team, he was there. Both Real Madrid, it was there. Even Isco, you understand. Then look at N'Golo Kante. This is a player, this kind of award should be used to encourage, not only, efficiency on the part of a young player that is growing, to also show more, how will I call it, let the world be able to know that actually FIFA is doing justice, to the game of football. Because if you look at the selection that is being made, putting Iniesta among the 11 player, that's an high level of injustice to football.
Solomon, I'm sure I'm permitted to fire my shots at him now. Because really, I was waiting for him to land with his opening statement, and I think that took a while that I was getting very, very agitated. You mentioned Casemiro. Now, let's be very fair and educate ourselves properly here. Let's look at that FIFA 11. The layout of the team, based on how FIFA even set them out, and even how the trophies were laid when it was being handed. It's a 4-3-3 formation. Exactly. now in that 4-3-3, in the three players that are in the midfield, who are those players? You have Cruz of Real Madrid, you have Modric of Real Madrid, and then you have Iniesta of Barcelona. Modric is a playmaker. Iniesta is a playmaker. So in that midfield, you only have one holding midfielder and that player is Cruz. And so if you're bringing Casemiro in, you should be comparing Casemiro and Toni Kroos, not Iniesta. So that, for me, knocks out Casemiro from this equation. Same for Kante. Kante is an holding midfielder. That also knocks him out of the equation completely. But if you're talking about Isco, I think that's where the debate starts from, and that's the only reason why I'm going to debate this with you. Now, if you bring Isco into the equation, you're going to tell me that Isco is more important to the Real Madrid team or to the Spanish national team, because you can't just limit this to their club football. It's also the national team, because this is FIFA. It's not UEFA trophies. This is not the UEFA end of season European Best Player of the Year. We are talking about FIFA here. So you have to look at the whole competition where these guys competed. And so you want to tell me that Isco is more important in that Real Madrid team than Iniesta is to Barcelona, or that is more important to the Spanish national team that Iniesta is? And the answer to that is no. Because Isco started playing during the period. You told us the window, June to August. And if you look at that window properly, you will
have been June to August, because the last award was held in January.
That's what I'm saying. It was held in January. It's a 12-month calendar here.
No, if you check the analysis FIFA made, to be able to come to this conclusion, it was what they do between August 2016
when the
June.
Season started.
But from what you are saying, Casemiro is a versatile player. He can actually see. Let me tell you, are talking about 4-3-3.
Yes.
Casemiro is a
versatile. Am I wrong? Is that not the formation that was laid out?
That's the formation. I'm not disputing that with you. But Casemiro is a versatile player. He can actually play behind. You understand the center midfielder. We are not
here to preempt what Casemiro could have done or what he can do.
N'Golo Kante even showed the same thing.
We are here to debate. We are here to debate the roles they play.
Chelsea brought in Bakayoko, and N'Golo Kante goes off front.
Bakayoko came in when?
Chelsea brought in Bakayoko. I'm just trying to tell you.
By the window you created, Bakayoko came when that window closed.
I'm just trying to tell you that how N'Golo Kante can be so effective in that formation. Straight. Because look at Chelsea. We are not here to debate what I'm trying to tell you is that
no.
FIFA.
No. You don't have a responsibility.
FIFA doesn't have 4 eyes.
Listen.
FIFA doesn't have 4 eyes.
Listen. Your responsibility is not to tell FIFA how they should have judged. Your responsibility is to look at the yardstick FIFA have used and to have told them that even based on your own
what is the yardstick?
The yardstick is the formation, tells us what they use.
See, the only
is football not flexible enough? Is football not flexible and adaptable enough?
Solomon, if you are a football manager.
Solomon, see, Onifade, I know you are trying to defend what is not defendable. You understand? If you look at it, this is more of politics than football. They need 24,000 ex-footballers to vote. You understand? So, N'Golo Kante, a young player coming up, show a class of surprise with Leicester and won the league, came to Chelsea.
Are you actually saying that Kante should have been the replacement to Iniesta?
That's what he's saying.
Is that what you're saying, that Kante should have been the replacement to Iniesta?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Then I feel like laughing because I don't see the relationship here. Kante and Iniesta.
What I'm trying to tell you is that look at Chelsea.
There's no basis for competition. That's the point.
Listen to me.
There's no basis for competition. Kante and Iniesta.
Listen to me. The viewers are looking at it.
We are not talking of Matic here. We are not talking about Bakayoko. We are not talking of Casemiro. We are talking Iniesta.
Listen to me. Even the viewers are nodding their head out there. See,
so you can see them?
No, they are nodding their head.
And they are shaking their head for me.
Do you know that common sense, you understand, will be common when people are understanding the role you're playing. Barcelona has been thinking of this Coutinho and other players they could bring in to change Iniesta for a very long time. Because when the player gets to that age, it depreciates. You can't include a player that play more of his role outside the field among the best world level.
Let me nail you there. If you are telling me Kante was played off the number 9, it tells you that something is wrong with the Chelsea team, because Kante cannot play that position. Let's be honest with ourselves. It simply tells you that it's either somebody is injured or players are off form, and the latter seems to be what happened.
Chelsea
because you don't have a Willian at the top of his game. Hazard is just coming into his hole.
Chelsea likes to hold this strong in the midfield.
Also,
Chelsea likes to
on his own game.
Chelsea likes
that
to hold
is
this
why Kante
strong.
will be pushed forward.
Chelsea likes to hold
on a good day, Kante will not play that position.
Kante is a versatile player. He controls the midfield very well.
Kante
is
a
versatile player.
As what? Controls the midfield as what?
Very well.
He carries the
he
ball
can play
and
in the defensive role. He can play in the defensive role.
If I give you Kante today,
play as a central midfielder.
Don't prove to
the viewers understand.
Don't prove to them
that
you have been a terrible coach. Now listen, if I give you a Kante, what would be the first thing that will come to your mind? If you have a Kante as an option to play in your team, what position will come first to your mind? I tell you, Kante is so versatile that I want him to stay. That you even let you pick out a Morata and play Kante. See, no, Morata is a striker. What I'm telling you is that football is being done in the midfield these days. Listen. Football is being done in the midfield. I keep repeating. So when your midfield is strong, we should not even have this debate. Kante and Iniesta. I mean, what kind of football are you watching? Is this handball or what? Listen, you cannot. You cannot. Listen, I keep saying, if you pick Kante, and Toni Kroos, I keep saying, but if you're picking Kante and Iniesta, it is not true. FIFA Pro 11 it is not true. Is all politics. Yes, do you understand? That's your opinion. That is your opinion. It does not mean you are right. It does not mean the guys that have made the decision are stupid. The players that 24,000 of those. Don't forget. How many people voted? How many people voted? 24,000. 24,000. And they picked who? And the name they are used to is and Iniesta. They picked who? The name they are used to is Iniesta. The name they are used to is Iniesta. Iniesta, he has won the World Cup. He has won Champions League. He has won everything. Are you getting what I'm saying? In the past. You listen straight. But you're going to look at the player that is just coming up. In your own opinion, Iniesta did nothing last season. All he did was to be on the bench, to be how many matches with the medics. How many matches did Iniesta play? You look at his position. That's the point. How many matches? 2016, 2017. Tell me the player in his position that did better. No, you are bringing Kante up. Kante is not even playing in his position. That's the problem. What I'm trying to tell you. But you can readapt the formation to a 4-4-2 or a 4-3-3 with a different kind of approach. Let me tell you. Listen. Solomon has brought another dimension. Let me quickly give him an answer. And then if you have a contrary opinion, you can also state yours. Listen, you can. That's the word. Now you can, maybe next season, if that's the debate here, that, okay, FIFA, for you to accommodate some of these other guys, can't you just look at another formation other than 4-3-3? It is not the formation that dictates the players that you nominate. Listen, the player. Listen, Solomon. It is performance that dictates. It is performance. But players compete on what? Because the players compete on what? Players compete on their positions. See, players compete based on their positions. We are being shown to the world that this is the best 11 on their positions. That this is the best 11 for those that period. Where the formation becomes important is that you cannot tell me that because you have 15 fantastic. Forget how young he is. With 2 Champions League with 2. That one league with 2. Listen, the first one is in the past. All right, gentlemen. He was awarded for winning the EPL because he was the best player in the EPL. I think FIFA have 4 eyes. All right, yes, they do. And that's why they can see further than you. All right, gentlemen. There is still more of this to come in the second half of the show. Yeah. Because I'm still trying to understand why he was voted, even though I will respect the decision of the 24,000. It's not FIFA that chose him. That's the point. It's not. It's footballers like himself. Footballers that understood the game better than you. You will answer. You answer. Keep that. You will answer that. You answer that. Well, it's been a very hot debate here between Cyril Aka and Damilola Onifade on the inclusion of Andres Iniesta in the FIFPRO 11 2017. The argument is, should he have been there? Some people say N'Golo Kante should have been part of the list, and so Iniesta shouldn't have been part of it. Is there any other player that could have been part of it? Damilola here says maybe Isco could have been part of it if you do not want Iniesta, but certainly not N'Golo Kante. Definitely. What do you think? You can contribute to this debate by sending your tweets to me at Sporting Solo TVC or at TVC News NG, or better still, at TVC Connect, hashtag TVC Sports Debate.
It is still Sports Debate with me, Solomon Ajiziogo. And the topic we are looking at today is the FIFPRO XI, whether Andres Iniesta should have been part of it. Because there's a raging argument that he shouldn't have been there. Instead, N'Golo Kante of Chelsea should have been there. But Damilola Onifade here disagrees that even if anybody was to be there and it is not Iniesta, it can't be N'Golo Kante.
At all.
But Cyril Aka here, making his return after a very long time, is saying no.
I think it should be based on performance within that period.
Okay.
That the selection were made.
All right.
And
Why?
And
Okay.
the period was August 2016.
I find that worrying.
June 2017.
I find that worrying as well.
And
So are you saying?
N'Golo Kante won Premier League
And what?
with Leicester
And what? And what?
and with
what else?
Chelsea. as
Forget
well.
Leicester. Why are you living in the past?
That was not
This
within
man
the
keeps
time
living in
of
the past. Why are you
review.
going to
The
the
Leicester victory was not within the time
Thank
of
you.
review.
But he won with
won
Chelsea.
the EPL with Chelsea.
He won
And-
the EPL with Chelsea.
I would have thought that the performance, if you are talking about performance, wait, if you are talking about performance, performance should have also been judged because the last award was in January.
Thank
And
you.
so this award was done in October.
In October.
So if you are doing the award within 10 months, then you should have considered from January till beginning of October or till September. You should be judging the players. How would you say you are judging players with performance from August when actually
When
you
the
have
last person
factored in August last
Into
year
the last award.
into the last award, into the award before 2017? How is that?
You can see why I said we shouldn't even be debating this. because-
That's the reason
because
why I
even-
struggle. That's the reason why I said as well. That FIFA
As for
it's as if they are 4 eyes.
And I said yes.
Because and most of their
And I
decisions
said yes. That's why they are seeing better than
politicized.
you. That's why they are
That
seeing
is
better
why we
than
have
you.
crisis in football.
And that is not why we have
That's
crisis.
why we have crisis
We
in
do not have
football.
crisis in football
That's
because
why we
of
have
the
crisis
FIFA
in
11.
football.
Listen, Solomon.
A young, versatile, talented, you know, our utility
Forget
player
this
like
young card that you are playing.
N'Golo Kante.
Forget this young
N'Golo
card that you are
Kante.
playing.
Are you
What's the
going
important
to
about being
encourage
young?
him based on the
Let me ask you, a player who played an attacking midfielder,
Oh, boy.
an option in a 4-3-3 formation, because that's
Yeah.
an attacking formation.
Yes.
And you are playing Iniesta,
Yes.
probably on the left side of that
Yes.
4-3-3 formation.
Yes.
And then he plays 37 matches throughout last season, throughout his appearance within the period under review. I don't want to use the word last season, the period under review that I don't understand anymore. I also think it's a contradiction, even if it was spelled out. And then he scores just 1 goal, and then provides just 6 assists.
Yeah.
How could you say he's amongst the best 11 in the world?
Now, the reason why you will say he's among the best 11 in the world, Solomon, is that if you understand the spirit behind awards, the man that will win the best player.
When there was a Kevin De Bruyne.
Listen, Solomon.
let us
Solomon.
understand the
Do
spirit
not
he's
bring
talking about.
another
Because he has
dimension
brought
into it.
spirit
Because if
into
you
this
bring
debate
Kevin De
now.
Bruyne into it, I'm going to tell you that Kevin De Bruyne handled last season trophyless.
Well,
And so
it's an
don't bring
individual award.
Don't bring him into the equation.
It's an
It
individual
is an individual
award.
award,
Thank you,
but we
Solomon.
all know
Thank you,
that
Solomon.
the guy that wins something has an advantage. True or false?
But
Let's
it's
not
an
go.
individual
Let's not go.
award.
I
is
am
the
not saying
advantage?
no.
Okay,
Listen,
so what
but-
advantage did
okay,
Iniesta have?
Okay, Solomon, listen, Solomon.
Copa del Rey.
Listen, Solomon. Listen, Solomon. Listen, Solomon.
Kante won the league.
Sweet.
Based
He has
on this,
given you a dimension.
ba-
Your energy is pumping.
Based on this your statistics now,
Listen,
about the
what
contribution of
statistics has he provided?
Iniesta,
What
that
statistics has he provided?
shows a player that
Tell me
depreciates.
a player-
Even at that period,
Tell
he
me a player that
depreciated the
plays
more.
in this position.
At that period,
that
the
is better.
central
Listen,
midfielder
listen,
depreciated
De
the more.
Bruyne.
You see,
How many assists?
You need to
How
have.
many
De
goals?
Bruyne.
Come on.
Are you bringing the winner?
How do you
I will
assess
answer
a
you. Let me
central
answer this one
midfielder?
first.
How do you
Listen,
assess a
the
central
Soviets are
midfielder?
now competing
How do you
against
assess?
people.
How do
Listen.
you assess?
I will tell you
How
how
do you
I assess.
assess?
Let me answer your
How do
question.
you assess a central
Because you
midfielder?
asking the
Answer
question,
your
you're not giving me a room to give you a
Let him
response.
answer your question.
Calm down. This is it. Now, how do you assess? Play
How many
37 games.
passes?
Calm down. How many passes?
Uh,
Kante couldn't have made more passes than Iniesta, that's for sure. Don't go there. Don't go there at all. Don't bother. Let's not even go there. Now, this
He
is the
scored
point.
more goals
Between,
within the period under review than
defensive
Iniesta.
calm
midfielder.
down. Calm down,
Utility
Solomon.
player.
Calm down, Solomon.
How many goals?
What the language FIFA used at the awards, because you must bring that into context. The language they used was the best team in the world. So when it comes to the FIFPRO 11, it goes beyond the best player of the year or the best women footballer of the year. It's about you're looking at the functionality of a team. Why do you have a situation where you want to play Man U this weekend and a particular player is on the list, and then you want to play Leicester next weekend, and you are not having that particular player there? Why? Because you are looking at how your team functions best. And that is why you have to put players head-to-head based on the strength they have in their natural positions. That's the key thing here. And when it comes to natural positions,
English that you have just spoken,
yes,
make Iniesta better than Thiago Alcantara in Bayern Munich,
yes,
who contributed far more to Bayern Munich's success.
Because I brought that.
No, I'm not even talking about it. I'm not even talking about it.
You can't bring Kante and Iniesta together.
What I'm talking about is that
head when it comes to comparison.
At that time,
no.
How many passes did he give that resulted to a goal? Do the analysis.
He made 6 assists.
You understand?
He said that. Six.
How many goals did he score?
1.
Do you understand? Then what is the basis of the judgment of that? His selection to be part of that.
Hold on now, hold on. I said let's educate people. Let's not just.
I've not finished.
Let's not muddle up the whole thing.
Yes,
If you are going to pick a midfielder,
I just said it here that he scored more than Iniesta.
Hold on. In a midfield that already had a Modric that will provide assist and goals. In a midfield where you also have a Toni Kroos.
But Modric can mark.
Calm down now. In a midfield where you also have Toni Kroos.
Toni Kroos is one-legged player.
Jesus.
Yes.
So nobody is good. Only Kante will play the position of the 3. Is that what you are saying?
Kante is like a lion in the midfield. He's like a lion in the midfield.
Fantastic.
When he row, whoa, people runs. He's not even in the class of Pogba. Don't even look at the age. Don't look at what people.
Why are you bringing up names? We are talking next time. You're bringing Pogba into it.
What I'm trying to tell you.
Listen.
What I'm trying to tell you is the quality of this young man.
Where you have Modric.
What I'm trying to tell you is the quality of
this conversation. Listen, this
Modric
conversation.
is the fragile player.
You need to begin to round
this
off.
Conversation is
Modric is.
Listen, this conversation is not whether he's a quality player or not. If you want to bring that up, we did discuss. We'll change.
What I'm trying to tell you, Onifade,
but the point
is the reason why
you can
Kante needs to be
faulty on your
in
part.
this selection.
Let him and Iniesta together.
Okay.
Onifade,
your closing remark.
Yeah, what I'm trying to let Onifade and our viewers to understand is that the efficiency of a particular player that was omitted, which is N'Golo Kante, from this FIFPRO 11, do you understand, has really rubbished the entire list. This shows that FIFA, basically most of their decision that they make, you understand, most of it are based on sentiments and what some individuals have done in the past. They need to encourage young players based on what they've been able to show, so that they will give more to the beauty of football, so that we, following football, you understand, we can enjoy it, because football is life. Thank you.
Anyway, I said at the beginning that I really do not know why we're having this debate, because again, it also comes down to the fact that if you keep emphasizing certain things that are not part of the condition for giving this award, then I think the argument in the first place, especially your position, is faulty. Because if you keep emphasizing the fact that FIFA, and mind you, FIFA organized the award, FIFA did not give these awards. Over 20,000 ex-footballers, professionals, people that have played the game, that understood football better than you will ever do, made this voting. And they picked Iniesta ahead of N'Golo Kante. And I can see their reasoning. I keep saying, if the formation is 4-3-3, it means in midfield you can only have at least one holding midfielder, and there is one. If Kante wants to be on that list, that tells Kante that next season he needs to do better than at least a Toni Kroos, because he's the current holder of that position. If he does better, and then Toni Kroos is still ahead of him, or Casemiro is there, then we can start talking Kante. But to start bringing Kante, he tried to help you by mentioning Alcantara. By mentioning Alcantara and De Bruyne. Those are the people, and I mentioned to you, Isco. I was expecting that you hold on to those ones and bite it so hard. Because if you have picked those three, if you have picked those three, those are the three people that could have competed with Iniesta in that position. This is my final statement. We need to understand football beyond the surface.
That is your final statement. Well, exhilarating discussion here. Should Andres Iniesta have been part of the FIFPRO 11 2017? Damilola Onifade says yes.
Yes.
He should have been.
Yes.
But Cyril Aka here disagrees.
A bigger loan.
Says no.
Sure.
Instead, it should have been N'Golo Kante.
Justice should be playing football.
Well, what do you think? You can contribute to the discussion by sending your tweets to me at Sporting Solo TVC or at TVC News NG, or better still, at TVC Connect, #TVC Sportsbet. Until we come your way again next time, enjoy the rest of your day.